welcome to the Ariel Show. Today's topic is quotes, and I've got two for you. You've probably heard them both before. So the first one is, "The good is the enemy of the best." And this is one that me and the band threw around for years in the van, and we just recently started replacing it with another one that's much better. And this one is, "Some is better than none." And they're both awesome, and they're both true in their own way, but I really think "some is better than none" is the way that I'm going to go, because the good is the enemy of the best has held me back for years. There's a lot of times where I'll want to do something, I'll have an idea, but I'm scared to really go for it until I know I can get it right, because I don't want anything to be good if it's supposed to be the best. But you know what? A lot of times the only way something ever gets to be amazing or perfect or whatever is by going out and doing it. And that's where "some is better than none" is such an awesome way to live. It's so much freer. It's so much lighter. And I love the thought that I can make myself vulnerable with other human beings and not be scared to do something knowing that it's not perfect yet, knowing that I haven't figured it all out, just throwing myself in there, making myself vulnerable, because it inspires me when I see other people doing that. And I've been thinking about working out, for example. It's so tempting for me to think, oh my gosh, when we get off the road, maybe I'll have 3 months off one day and I'll find the perfect gym and I'll have this awesome trainer and then I'll love working out and I'll do it all the time. But that's never happened, and I don't think it'll ever happen. But you know what can happen is I do have 30 minutes this morning, and I can do that even knowing that I can't work out tomorrow morning or the next morning, like the magazines say 5 times a week or whatever. Well, guess what? I can give you 1 time a week, so I'll do that 1 time that maybe I can do. That is such a better way to live. Some is better than none. And then I've also been thinking about volunteering. Me and Adam talk about this all the time. We have been talking about volunteering for years, and yet I can't remember the last time that I did it. And one of the things that's held me back is I think, oh my gosh, I need to get on my computer, I'll research the best place to go. I don't want to go to the wrong place and commit to it if I don't like it, or I don't want to waste my volunteer hours and do it at one place when there's somewhere else that would be more effective and making a better difference. That's ridiculous, and it's held me back from doing something that I want to do, something that I know would be good for me to do and good for other people, and I haven't done it in years now because I've been trying to get it to the best. That is so dumb. I don't want to live like that anymore. I've also been thinking a lot about the live show. All of us have been, because we are going on tour, so we've been making the set list. And with the live show, I was just thinking, if we had held to that thought of the good is the enemy of the best, we cannot go out on tour until our live show is amazing and until we have pyro and a giant budget and all these people to help us, we would still be in our living rooms. It is not realistic to get any better at doing something by practicing it in your living room. You have to just go out and do it. And that's what we've done because we haven't been afraid to make mistakes. A lot of times we'll be putting together a set list and hope it works, and then we'll get on stage and we'll be figuring out and be like, oh, that didn't work. That didn't go the way it was supposed to go. But our fans are so gracious to us. We laugh it off. Everything goes well. And we're so glad that we took those steps forward, because then we figure out what does work. But we would have never gotten to that point if we hadn't messed around with it, played around with it. We're actually going on tour really soon. If you want to check out our tour dates, Icon for Hire, just throwing that little plug in there, no big deal. And then I also want to just leave you with this thought. Think about how the mama bird pushes the baby birds out of their nest to make them fly if they're not flying yet. And they just learn how to fly on the way down because it's in their DNA. So if life circumstances don't just push you off, push you out of your nest and make you learn how to fly, you should just jump off. You should just figure out how to do it, because it is in your DNA to do the thing that you're supposed to do, and not just to do it barely, barely getting by. It's in your DNA to do it amazing, to excel at it and to thrive, but you'll never get there if you just stay there waiting for everything to get perfect. So this is what I have for you today. I hope you like it. Please hit me up on Twitter, customcatastrophes.com. I want to hear from you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.